Good evening. My name is Dr. Jennie Norris, although in my day it was Mrs. Dr. Jennie Norris. Always Mrs. first, then Doctor. But since I was Atlanta's first female physician, I suppose people just didn't know what to think of me. Now let me look at y'all. You seem to have clear eyes, nice wholesome complexions. I'm guessing you're not here for a checkup? No? Okay. Okay, just a little local history? Okay. Just be aware we could be interrupted at any moment. Emergencies are a normal part of my day, even in the afterlife. Now, I was born Jennie Newman in 1861, and I do need to explain something about history. It can be a bit of a mystery with often conflicting clues. For example, I was definitely born in 1861 in Georgia, or perhaps Tennessee, depending on what you've read. And in the 1870 census, I was here in Atlanta with my parents and my two younger brothers, William and Wallace. However, William and Wallace also happened to be the names of my two husbands. So that's a little confusing. Now, in the 1900 census, I'm here in Atlanta and married to Wallace Norris, but his name was misspelled. One thing I can say for certain, both my parents, Captain William G. Newman and Julia Frances Logan Newman, reside here at Oakland. Father was a veteran of the Mexican War and the Civil War, and he was twice wounded. He also served on the Atlanta City Council, please don't hold that against him, and was head of a committee exploring the innovative concept of free public education. Now, my interest in medicine may have begun with Father's stories of being wounded in battle, but I did always wonder why there weren't female doctors delivering babies. I mean, in the 19th century, a lady didn't even show her ankle in public, and yet she was expected to let a man into the delivery room. And don't forget, pregnancy and childbirth could be deadly. In 1900, for every 100,000 births, 1,000 women died. Look around Oakland and you'll find many young women who perished in childbirth, sometimes buried alongside the tiny graves of their infants. I wanted to help change that. Naturally, some people argued that it was inappropriate for a woman to become a doctor, but I let my success shine through the fog of their prejudice. Progress is made by actions, my friends, not opinions. And in 1891, I was one of 7 graduates of the Women's Medical College of Georgia, and I began practicing medicine here in town. In 1900, Wallace and I married, and we lived and practiced over in Grant Park on Oakland Avenue. Now, Wallace joined me in the practice, but you won't find any record of his medical training. It was not uncommon in my day for men to merely apprentice in medicine. Imagine a doctor who only had on-the-job training. But Wallace assisted me in so many ways, and he stood by my side, even when we were arrested. Did I not tell you about the arrest? In 1918, we were both arrested after a young woman died in our care. We were accused of performing an illegal operation in an attempt to save her life. Perhaps I was reckless, going to any lengths to save her, but that was my job. I tell you, it was hard enough losing a patient after surgery, and then to be taken to court was devastating. Fortunately, we were found not guilty, and our practice did survive, but it was difficult. However, as a doctor, one must persevere, and I did. I estimate I delivered 3,000 babies, 10 sets of twins. Wallace and I never had children of our own, but we adopted a little girl. Her name was Marion, and she was 10 years old when she came into our lives. She often accompanied us to the office, but I was never certain if she was really interested in medicine or just there for the lollipops. And speaking of lollipops, I have these special commemorative lollipops. They were specially made, you can tell, to mark the next big restoration project at Oakland. It's the East Hill restoration, and it includes my family plot, which I'm really excited about. It needs some tender love and care. And anyone who would like to contribute to the project is welcome to place their contribution in my satchel there and help yourself to one of these commemorative lollipops. Now I want to thank you good people for stopping by and hearing my story, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and remember, I am always here. No appointment needed. Thank you.